It is now time for the most talk show of Hampton Roads with FYI with Miss Yolanda Hnton. And we say a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Is it a beautiful day in the neighborhood?
It is absolutely fabulous
It
in here,
is.
George. I tell you what, it's good to be here. It's Monday, and the weather is absolutely beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area. We can expect like the 50s, maybe 60s today. And but whatever it is, you all make sure you are happy, excited, and glad just to be in the land of the living. I'm your host Yolanda Hnton. Co-host Edward Everett is out there just doing what he do, vacationing and supporting the family. We're glad that he can get that break, but we look forward to seeing him on next Monday. He'll be back here and we'll be ready for some sports talk. In the meantime, let's welcome our platforms. We are on Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WGPL 1350 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. We're on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We promise we'll shout you out. And especially if you go to our YouTube channel at Crystal Records One, CRISTO Records One, also at FYI Radio Show host, Yolanda Hnton. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to all our pages, actually. And we will definitely acknowledge and shout you out. It is so good to be here. The weekend was absolutely fabulous. We had so much going on. You know, the kickoff of the holiday season. They had the parade down there in Norfolk, Virginia this weekend. And I tell you what, people had a fabulous time. And I think folks are ready for the holidays. I know I am. I've done some shopping already. Especially for decorations and things like that. Got in the holiday mood kind of early. Looking forward to going shopping and all that kind of good stuff. But I tell you what, it's not that I'm going and overdoing it whatsoever. And we encourage you all to make sure you're on a budget if you're going to spend. Make sure you have the money to spend, and make sure you enjoy the holidays and not make it all about just things, but make it about family. And that's why we get together on Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, we get into that spirit of gathering, in that spirit of family, in that spirit of giving, and the spirit of gratefulness, thankfulness. I'm absolutely into that. And we just want you all to make sure, you're in it for the right reason. We're not in it to go in debt. We're not in it to act like we don't know what it means to have a good balance or steward well. We want to make sure it's all about the season and the reason and all that it encounters, everything that it's all about. We want you all to get into it for that. Look, this is usually our Monday sports talk. Listen, George and I just finished talking about the game with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Now, I know who's sitting back feeling really, really good about that game. And if he was here, he would tell you, and that's Mr. E. The Cowboys won against the Eagles on yesterday, to a lot of people's surprise. Let's just say it like that, to a lot of folk, because, a lot of people have already counted them out. And they were like 5-5 at this game, but the Eagles were 8-2. So you already think that, hey, this is going to be a done deal. It's not going to be anything hard to do. Everybody figured, oh, I got my money on the Eagles, but it was an upset. Sorry about that, Eagles. But I tell you what, you're going to have to rethink this thing, because the Cowboys came through and they beat the Eagles. Can you believe it? Also, don't forget to look at that game tonight. We have the San Francisco 49ers on. They're going to play against the Carolina Panthers. That's this evening, Monday night. Week 12 is still going on. Then we go into week 13. In the meantime, I don't know who you all have your money on or how you feel. I know we have a friend who is a 49ers fan. We wish him all the luck and hope that the 49ers can come through for them. But I tell you what, the Panthers are trying to do their thing this season. And but we'll just see. We'll be back here on Monday to give you the tea on the games, the winners, the losers. You know, quite a few athletes are out there hurt. Let's see if that changes the game, you know. But in the meantime, we will definitely have our highlights, and we'll also have some football, NFL tea. In the meantime, I hope you all are peeking over there at the NBA because there are some NBA going on, and people are really excited. You know, there are some people that are not football fans, but they are, NBA fans. And so for that reason, we're going to cross the line as well. And on next Monday, we're going to give you some of that NBA tea, and we're going to also give you the numbers for the NFL. I just wanted to do a few announcements for you all. I want you all to keep in mind that Crystal Community Development Corporation's Young Women Achieving Success Program is a mentoring program for girls 10 to 17 years old. We are recruiting now, and I say we because it is the foundation, the organization that I started in 2004, became a 501c3 organization, and the Young Women and Men Achieving Success, Young Men Achieving Success program started 2006, and we've been going on ever since. These are some great programs, and they're free programs to the public. We want to make sure that you all know that and that you can get your young person, your young ladies involved in this program. Our site is located in Chesapeake, Virginia, but also we do online mentoring through the program. And so you'll get a chance to, sometimes have activities. Sometimes we'll be at the site with teachers, facilitators. We'll do class trips and all kind of things. We'll be online. Online you can even do college tours. It is amazing. We've done one. We did it on last year. We actually visited Howard online. All the girls were online, facilitators online, myself, and we were able to do a college tour right there online. So it is a wonderful program. We do so many things. We have a time of giving to those that are needy. Usually we have things for seniors throughout the year. We just do a lot of wonderful things. Book club, we are into literacy. And this program is actually to develop young leaders. So you all, please, if you need that support, if your girls need that sisterhood, please be a part of the program. The number is 757-287-6792. You all can give a ring, or you can inbox right here, or you can email Crystal community@cox.net. That's CRISTO community@cox.net. Inquire about the program. We can send you information. You can come for our open house and find out what this wonderful program is all about. Also, we have some great upcoming shows, and I can't wait because these are some folk that a lot of people in the Hampton Roads know, and people in the area as well, outside the area, they know. We have author Rhonda Driver, who will be with us, and her new book. We're going to talk about what's in the book and why it's so important and why she's so excited about this book that she has written. Also, Earl Bynum, we're going to do an up-close personal on him and his new book. I mean, I'm excited about that because I would love to hear about his journey. A lot of people know him as an international singer, writer, performer, minister, and they know that he has been out here, really, really serving the community and doing great things. He has a book that's going to be out, and I can't wait to talk about it and share his story with you all. Now, we have Dr. Patricia Turner. She's going to be on our FYI After Dark, December the 8th. And I can't wait. She's from the Norfolk 17. And if you all don't know about the story about the Norfolk 17, it was a group of young people that had to break the ice, that had to uh, go into the schools and had to actually protest against segregation in the schools here in the Norfolk area. It is a fabulous story. We're hoping to have her as well as some others that participated in that the thing that they had to do, and we hope that you all are interested in this great story. Norfolk 17. They had to actually go into the school as young kids and break the cycle of segregation. You'll hear the story. Tony Jones was with us. He's going to be on. He's a community advocate, and we're going to talk to him probably getting closer and closer to Black History Month. We'll also have Around the Town with Everette. If you all tune in, there's a lot going on, especially during this season. He's going to be on our After Dark show with community news and more. Then you know what's going on in the Hampton Roads area and beyond. And if you all have any information that would be really important to our community or our nation, please inbox us. Give us that information. I'll give you the email address to FYI Radio Show a little bit later, and you can get in touch with us and give us the tea, give us the news, and let us know what's going on in your world. And especially those that are around the town, around Hampton Roads, giving us that information so we can share with our viewers and our listeners. Also, real estate. We got to talk about real estate. And I'm going to say this about real estate. Folks are still buying and selling. People are still buying homes, even in the midst of what's going on with our economy, even when we had the government shutdown. Folks still buying homes, so somebody still has some money, or people still have those dreams, or they want to continue to invest in something that is good and wholesome, and that will continue to build value. And we know real estate is just like that. I mean, you buy a home today at a certain price, and if you're ready to sell it in a few years or down the road, you're going to see that it has built up equity, and it was worth you getting yourself into the real estate market and investing in property. It is really, really one of the best things that I feel like I've invested in when it comes to business, and it definitely pays off. Also, I'm going to do hot topics. That's right, Yolanda Hnton on FYI After Dark. We'll be doing hot topics. And if you have a hot topic, you have something that you would like to discuss on our social media platforms, this is on our FYI After Dark. You are more than welcome to get in touch with me. Say, hey, I'd like to talk about this, because I'm telling you, it's fire. And it's a lot going on. Along with your hot topics, my hot topics, we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world and politics and entertainment and things like that. There's always something going on. A lot of drama. There's a lot of issues, controversy, and just information as a whole. We're going to definitely get into the hot topics on our FYI After Dark. Remember, we still are doing our Wednesday segments. What's under the hat? Issues concerning men We would love your ideas on those shows, as well as our After Dark, not our After Dark, but our FYI morning show with women's issues, and that's on Fun Friday. Would love to have your suggestions on some of the things that you feel like we should discuss, maybe something that we haven't covered. We would love to have you to give us some suggestions. You can inbox us. I'll give you information later, and you can let us know how you feel about whatever's going on with women. All right, I tell you what, we're getting closer and closer and closer. As a matter of fact, this week on Thursday, we are celebrating Thanksgiving. And that, look, that name alone, Thanksgiving alone, it just feels right. It feels good. It feels like we need to absolutely um, thank God for all that He is, all that He's done. Thank God for a family. Thank God for giving us life, appreciating what we have, and showing thankfulness for the kindness that we have received and the people that are around us. We really, really, really need to give thanks for God's grace. Why? I always think about Adam and Eve. And during the time of the fall, grace wasn't necessarily extended in the way that we have it. Grace came a little bit later. Jesus died on the cross for us to save our sins and to give us that grace. God put Adam and Eve out, and He said, look, I'm cursing you and everybody that was involved. I'm not extending grace at all. Not at this time, but in the fullness of time, after a while, Jesus came and He died on the cross, and God extended grace to us. Grace to do what? Grace to have our soul saved, and also grace to do better. He gives us a span of time to make it right. He didn't do that with Adam and Eve. He said, look, you're going back to the dust. I don't care when, but you're going. And that's all to it. You got to go. Now He's saying, listen, though your sins be as scarlet, and though you make mistakes, I'm giving you grace to get better, to do better, to make it right. And so every day that you wake up, thank God for the chance, for the grace to do better each day, to be thankful and appreciate God's love and salvation. Appreciate those that are around you, your loved ones, those that you have mentored, and those that mentor you, your parents. These holiday seasons where we can gather and get to know our loved ones a little bit more. Family, one thing about family, Lord knows there's so many issues in family. And, there's a time when people don't speak to each other. They don't extend grace for mistakes. They don't give people, time to grow and be better. And so, sometimes it's hard being around family, and you have people that just stay isolated. Well, I'm not going around and they ain't no good and all this kind of stuff. But look at the grace that God has extended to us. Look at our ways and our mess. And so for that reason, sometimes it would be a good idea to extend grace to your family members, maybe get some of this stuff straight, some of this stuff that maybe can be remedied to remedy it. Because sometimes it ain't going to be what it is. You may not be able to, get with one another at times, because some people are just have that stubbornness and they're not willing to forgive or extend mercy to others. And so this is a good time to think about where you are in life, where you are with your family members, and how you can make things better. Life is too short to sit around here, mouth all folded up, and not having those connections. It's important that we have those connections. And though we can't get along with everybody, the Bible says, as much that lieth within you, as much as you can, try to get along with folk as much as you can. That's what the Bible says. The Bible, even God knows, even it's hard sometimes that, with a whole bunch of hard-headed folk. But as much as you can. Try to get along. Try. Do the best you can. Each day, try to do a little bit. If you're not speaking to mom and them, and you ain't, see where where you can look at yourself and see, well, I did say that, or I should have said that better, or I have been stubborn, or whatever. But take the time during this holiday season to extend grace and to be grateful and appreciate what God has given us. He's given us everything. God has given us everything. We can't really complain about anything. He gives us grace. Well, somebody said, well, he didn't heal my body. Yeah, but guess what he gave you? He gave you a chance to be here. And guess what? When you can't take no more, what does he do? He takes you out of here. When you can't take now that's grace right there. Because he doesn't leave you in a state where you're going to suffer for a long, long time and just keep suffering. After a while, the grace of God comes and says, come on home. Come on home. Because you can't take no more of this. And so God always extends. He gives us everything. And we're grateful for that. So this holiday season, we would love for you all to make sure you are extending grace, mercy, being saved, and enjoying all the festivities. There's so much going on in our area. And we would love for you all to just join in and participate and give. There are a lot of organizations that need your help. There are still people out here that need to eat. There are folk that don't have warm clothes, or they need a place to stay. There are organizations that are set up that can help you to help others. So for that reason, you all look around and see what the needs are of your fellow man, and get into the aid of and get benevolent. Begin to just look around and say, where can I help? Who can I give to, and who can I help make their lives better? So the holidays are here. Look, make sure you all, as you get into the holidays, to stay safe. Just stay safe as you go on the road, as you shop. We're going to have some safety tips for you in our upcoming show. Make sure you realize that everybody don't mean you well, and there are people. There are predators out here that, will try to take the things that you've worked hard for. They'll go in your cars. You got to learn how to keep your cars locked. You got to make sure that, when you're shopping, you're looking around, and those phones. Oh, I'm talking about myself too, because I tell you what, sometimes we're walking down the street, head in the phone, not paying attention. Everywhere we go, it's the phone. We got that phone, our eyeballs on that phone. We've got to sometimes take our those phones and put them down and pay attention. Why? Because there are people lurking. There are people seeing that, you're not taking the time to look around, and you have predators that are right there waiting, willing, and able to get the things that you've worked hard for in your life. So please, please, please be careful when you're traveling. Be careful when you're shopping, and be careful about the foods that you consume. People are preparing food. There are folk that are, don't necessarily have their food handlers cards and stuff like that, and they're handling your food. It's okay, families and things like that, but you still have to make sure, you are cooking and preparing food, using a thermometer, maintaining safe temperatures, refrigerating leftovers. Now, you can't sit up here and cook ham and turkey and you have it on the, outside, not outside, but out of the refrigerator. The next day, you have to put it in and cool it, put it in a cool place. You just haven't refrigerated it at all. It says refrigerate all leftovers within 2 hours of cooking. You're supposed to store them in shallow containers to cool quickly and put them in the refrigerator. Leftovers can be safely frozen indefinitely, but are best if eaten within a few months. Make sure if you need to put that food up, you can't have greens with ham and all that stuff hanging out all day the next day. I know someone that got food poisoning, having a ham out all day the next day, and you going and just munching. Honey, guess what? They ended up where? In the emergency room. So we want you all to be safe when you're talking about preparing food, washing your produce, rinsing them well thoroughly, and your breads and things like that. You know, you're preparing on these cooking boards, and some of these things you haven't got the bacteria off them from the raw meat. You've got to be careful how you prepare food this holiday, and you got to be careful of where you eat. You can't eat everybody's food. I know you may think you can, but you cannot. You got to know who's bringing in food and where their hands been, and if they are very if they're sanitary, keeping everything up. You got to make sure. Again, there are safety tips, kitchen and fire safety. It says never leave cooking unattended. Turn off the stove if you must leave the kitchen. Don't cook a turkey and go out and go shop and come back and no, you can't do that. Don't sit up here and leave the stove on and you're not paying attention. And, the top of the stove is just going. You got to be careful. They're reporting fires already all over. Different places I've heard in the area. It could happen so quick. You have to make sure that you clear the area. Keep flammable items like dish towels, pot holders, and paper bags away from the stove. You have to use a timer. That's best to do. Set a timer to remind yourself the stove or oven is on. Turn handles inward. Turn pot and pan handles toward the back of the stove so they are out of the way. And stay alert. You talk about working with fire. Oh my goodness, fire! Talking about fire is dangerous. Just get burned, and you'll see how dangerous it is. So you've got to keep the kids away. You can't be. I know we're entertaining and got children. Usually have a lot of children. You can't have stove on. Kids reaching for stuff and doing all kind of things in the kitchen while you are preparing food. Even afterwards, you still have hot things. You still have those little hands, reaching for things. Make sure parents, when you are, going through the buffet line in your home, sometimes you have those little things can under your food. Under your pants. You got to be careful. I know you want kids to be independent, but you've got to watch them because things could easily get out of hand. So I tell you what, we are just excited about FYI Radio Show. It's 11 years celebrating. We are thankful that God has allowed us to have this platform. Thank you to CBC for allowing us to come so many years and bring FYI for your information, encouraging folks to rise above mere survival, find success, to be inspired and motivated and energized. We are all about that, and we're thankful for the opportunity to be able to come to you every day. Now, listen, we won't be here on Wednesday. My family, we're going to be just having a good time, and I'm going to be cooking pies and just doing all kind of great things on the weekend, entertaining family and just busy. And so Wednesday and Friday, we will not be here. Mr. E will be back on Monday. I will be back on Monday, and we're going to have Monday Sports Talk. Looking forward to it. Excited about the holidays. Excited about being back with you all. We want you all to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. We want you to be blessed. Make sure you give. Make sure you serve. Make sure you enjoy. You all are a blessing. Thank you so much for your support.
open doors where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. A tender warm embrace. Where I am now. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about show in the whole wide world with Miss Yolanda Hnton. Stay tuned on Wednesday morning for the same.
All right, all right. We want to thank you all for joining us on FYI. If you want to contact us, the email address is FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hnton. Make sure you get in touch with us. You can even inbox us right here on social media platforms. You know, we're on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know how we can make it more interesting. Let us know that you are there listening. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We need the numbers. We want to reach more people. You know, we're live radio and we are a podcast, social media, and we're excited about it. Look, on our After Dark show, we're going to be talking to TikTok a little bit more. We're going to be pulling you in, and we're going to get to know who you all are a little bit more, a little bit better. And we can't wait for that. Don't forget, we got some great upcoming shows. Don't forget to enjoy yourself during the holidays. The number you can reach if you want to be a special guest, sponsor, intern is 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. We want you to get in touch with us at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hnton. And you can also inbox us if you want to get in touch. If you have any topics, any suggestions, if you want to be a special guest, you know, we can pull you in via phone. I don't care where you are in the world. Also, with our After Dark show, we can pull you on any platform, of course, through our StreamYard platforms, through our Facebook and our other social media feed. And we are looking forward to hearing from you. I'm host Yolanda Hnton. Mr. E. Edward Everett is out there handling his business, but I'm glad to be here. We won't be here on Wednesday again, and we won't be here on Friday, but Monday we'll be back here with Monday Sports Talk. Don't forget to listen to the game tonight. Don't forget to get your rah, rah, rah on your team and cheer them on, because on Monday we're going to come back and really, really, really push it and really have a good time talking about the winners, the losers of the NFL, the NBA. I hope you're looking at the NBA, and I hope you all have your team. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about some tea that's going on, honey. And even locally here, Norfolk State University, you know, Mike Vick is coaching. We're going to be talking about that and some of the other HBCUs, colleges around the area. And we're going to have a good time. So look, I got to go. But we will see you all soon. Of course, we'll make the announcements when we'll come on. And look, TikTok, we'll probably pop on sometime anyway during the holidays to say hello to you all. And just kind of like, you know, show you some of the things that the lady is doing and shopping and, you know, just having a good time. So look, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll check you out soon, okay? Bye now. Yes, 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 yes. All right, see you all soon. Have a blessed and